what I hope to see this afternoon is that we each articulate our vision of a transformed society. We each articulate how we're going to play a role. Then we take that collective data, put out that collective dream, put out our collective intent and our commitment to participation, and then recruit the resources and energies and the consciousness of all in the world who are on that frequency, and we do it through the help of media.
Dropped into a space that was beyond the conference, it was beyond the meeting, it was a melding of hearts and minds and an honesty and an openness that I find rare.
I think that we all got clear that we need to make space for the collective vision to occur and that we must do it together.
There is something that's trying to emerge. You know, whether we call it God, whether we call it the evolutionary impulse that governs the universe, whatever we want to call it, is seeking to emerge.
It's a synergy. And it's synergistic convergence.
There's just so many beautiful things and beings and events and understandings and complexities that are in this room. I figured, I don't know what, well over 2,000 years of experience. It was a convergence of a band of activist angels who have the capacity, the possibility, the depth to profoundly make a difference in this space and time. And to hear their leaky margins to each other, there's a kind of symbiosis that really suggested what I think of as an emergence of not only a new story or an old story that has been regenerated, but also a new humanity. Many of these people had profoundly done their human homework and really were bringing a level of intelligence, integrity, truthfulness, lack of ego, availability that suggested that something huge is trying to happen. And I saw it happening in the room.
In the last 5 years, I've been on every continent of the earth, not every country, but every continent. And almost universally, either through the translators or voice to voice, we're getting two questions: what in the world is going on, and what can we do? And I think coming together as this group helps to give voice and the context to both of those. And once you understand, the context is so important to me, because once you understand why the weather's changing, once you understand why the economies are changing, why the evolution of our world is directly linked to the spiritual evolution of the individual, it's almost as if we have pushed ourselves collectively to the very edge of who we believe we are. And now, to survive what we've created, we must come full circle and complete the spiritual revolution and evolution from within to meet the challenges that we create in our outer world.
Our story is the birth of a more universal humanity. Our crisis is a birth. And I think this meeting took place after what many of us call the tipping point in human evolution. We've tipped. The crises are mounting faster and faster, and so are the connections. This group of leaders connecting at the time when the whole planetary system has to connect at a higher order is an evolutionary event. And I don't think any of us have fully seen the form of what wants to be born that isn't an organization, a school, a corporation, or a church. It's a synergy, and it's synergistic convergence.
Well, basically, we have the opportunity to amplify the field. When people come together with a similar intention, with a commitment to that intention, there's a field that is developed that is not encumbered by distance or time or space. And so as we come together initially with our intention and all agree on it and come into alignment with that, then it will affect all of our works individually, but then our individual works will create a kind of a collective synergy that will take us to places that we can't imagine right now because it's beyond the imaginal realm. It is really the next stage of evolution.
News story is very much a passion of mine as well. More than 30 years ago, I had the great privilege of co-authoring a book with Joseph Campbell, looking at the deep archetypes, the deep images that we hold of ourselves. And I think one reason we don't have a compelling story is we don't have the tools to put together to tell us that story. And so one offering that I would have are tools, our metaphors, our images, archetypes that can be put together in different ways to begin telling that new story.